Hello everyone, it's WK24 here, and today with my horsey socks, today I'll be giving you a Breyer tack tour. So basically it's just like a Breyer collection tour, but I'll be giving you a tour of my Breyer tack because I just wanted to show you all my homemade stuff, because most of the stuff that you're about to see is homemade. So yeah, let's jump right into it. So in here is tack, in here is barn stuff. So we're going to go over the barn stuff because that is more boring. In here is like the most organized and coolest stuff. Well, not the coolest, but just to say it's probably the most organized Breyer tack, like model horse tack trunk you've ever seen. It's so stinking organized. Like everything is in where it's supposed to go. There's categories with stickers in there that show where stuff goes. It's just like a tack room in a box, basically. Isn't it, Patriots? Here's my new Breyer. I got him today. He's so gorgeous. You're so hot. You're on fire. Fire. Your nose is on fire. She's just a girl on fire. Except he's just a boy on fire. It reminds me of that video that Lightning Stables made. Cake, 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 cake. With the cake randomness. That was good. We go home now. I can't get that out of my head. Actually we need to move you. And then I have just little Brooks that pink Magnum with me here. I just thought it would be funny to take my shortest horse and then take my tallest horse and put them two together in this video. Just thought it would be funny to do. You can hang out. These two are buddies. Even though, like, you would think this one will get picked on because he's so tall. I decided to make them buddies. So they are buddies. They are so cute together. The only thing I do not like about Patriot at all is the seam line. But I know he's, like, translucent, so there's no way to fix that. You can't exactly see it. See it? See it, sort of? There you go. Now I can see it. It's so ugly. It makes this horse just, bleh. It's the only thing I don't like about him. The thing I like the most about him is his little bubble in his pastern right there. Can't really see it. He has like a bubble in each hoof. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, and actually 5 with the one in his pastern. Okay. So the barn stuff in here is just stuff that I would use to set up a barn, technically. So I have jumps. Like my homemade water trough. Yeah, that's homemade. That's homemade to a next level right there. My little feed buckets, some like brooms and like stuff. Some jumps, brushes, feed buckets, dogs, a bunch of dogs. Excuse me. Bunch of dogs I sometimes use. This little feed bucket I made that can hang on the side of things. See? I mean, it won't exactly hang on that because that's too thick, but it hangs on things like fences. This little stick that used to be part of like a little cross-country jump that I made, that was so adorable, and I just loved it. Go check out Breyer's scene for photo show or something. I just remember there was a photo show, and I made a scenery, but then I never entered. But hey, it was fun to make, and I'm gonna make the same jump again because I'm mad it got destroyed. It was just because I put it in the wrong spot and it got crushed, basically. So it was on me. But yeah, a bunch of cats and dogs and stuff. Just barn items. Things that you would find on a barn. This pink saddle I never use, so I just keep it in here. I'll probably sell it one day eventually. If you want it, hey, I'll sell it to you for like $2, whatever. Oh, by the way, never mind, I'll do a separate video on that. Okay, so prepare to have your mind blown by most organized Breyer tack trunk ever. It's like a tack trunk, like a tack room in a box. Behold. There you go. That's the most, or I mean, from here it looks like a blur, but it's not when you get up close. Check it out. I'll give you an overview. So yes, it looks like a blur of activity, but it's not, as I said. Nope, nope, nope. You got a halter stuck to you. You got a halter stuck to your butt. You know what was funny? I was cleaning my room, and my mom was helping me. And I used to have these stickers where I kept, like, all my Schleich dogs and stuff, and I just had, like, signs for stories of the pack and stuff. And I had something, I forget how it went, but I said something, there was a little sticker that said, who's more powerful, and it ripped in half to where it was like, who's more, and then the other one said powerful. And then my mom sat on it, and then, and then she got up, and then she was walking around with a sticker on her butt that said powerful. And we started joking about it because they were like, her butt is powerful. It was just funny. I have my polo rider. His name's Ian. It's a classical name. And he can go for a ride on Patriot, the blue horse. Here, sit on him. Tip, 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 tip. No, your leg is all messed up. Okay. 7 joint movement issues. Okay, there you go. There you go. Sit on Patriot. There you go. Sit on a blue horse. Brookside, you're way too small for, like, anybody to ride you. Sit on him. Don't stand up. You're not 2-pointing, okay? Just stay like that. Okay. I have Ashley, the junior rider, and she can, if anyone can ride this little pony, it would be her. You can ride, Brooke. I just call him Brooke. Brooke. That's what I call him. Is Brooke. Stay. You're 2-pointing as well. Your legs just don't bend far enough. Alright, you know what? You can stay 2-point. You'll get tired eventually, and then you'll want to sit back down. And then Taylor, which her hair is all messed up because she was in that tack box forever, and her hair just got all messed up. So, yeah. And then her hat. Alright, so here I have paddock tack, obviously, and here I have riding tack. So, right here, split straight. Well, okay, split straight down the middle. This side is riding, this side is paddock. So, this also includes stuff that should be in there. So, bam, bam, bam. That belongs in there. Okay. And bam. Alright, so what I just threw in there was some dog collars, a dog leash, and a service dog vest that I will eventually put service dog on it for my German Shepherd Schleich dog. Okay, so I have halters. So all of these halters belong to a specific horse because they only fit some specific horses. So this halter pretty much fits everybody. So technically, it's Big Checks to Cashes, it's Snowman's, it's Revels, it's Lone Ranger Silvers, it's Patriots now because it does actually fit him. It's like, it's everybody's, okay? It's just all of my horses except for certain horses that are just like him and some of my other ponies like Bayou and what's your face? SBH Phoenix and all them because they're too big. It would probably fit my Gypsy Banner though. I bet it would. But yeah, other than that, it fits pretty much everybody except for the horses with the really flowy manes and they just get in the way. And this black and white lead rope, halter, and pattern blanket goes with Lonesome Glory. That's his whole tack set, and this halter only fits him because it's so stinking thin, like the nose pieces. It doesn't fit anybody else. Watch. I'll try to slip it on, Patriots. Which, Patriots' nose is a normal sized Breyer's nose. See? Not even close. Okay. Here's SBH Phoenix halter because, like I just said, some halters fit horses, some don't. And when I pick these up and show these to you, they just look like they're all knotted up and stuff, but they're not. They're not whatsoever. They just bend like that with all those buckles and stuff on them. Bayou's halter, which is just a very cheaply made, fallen to pieces halter that I made like a year ago when I knew nothing about Breyers. Big Jacks of Cash's first halter ever. It's sentimental, okay? It was my very first creation that I ever made as far as Breyer goes. Dang, that was like more than a year ago, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Okay. Alright, so yeah, that's about that for the halters. Yep, that's it. Okay. Okay, so yeah, Lonesome Glory's blanket, my Grateful Dead blanket. Well, at least my mom calls it that, but it's actually just tie-dye. RTR blanket, which stands for Rags to Riches, so technically her blanket. Cal's blanket, which Cal is just my Gorilla Pinto. His name used to be Meatball, but I changed it to Cal. My original made Breyer blanket, the pink and blue set, and my Rambo blanket from Breyer, which is my favorite blanket ever. And actually probably one of my favorite items I've ever bought from Breyer. I don't know why, I just like it so much. Mexican blanket. Don't know why, but I just like the Mexican blankets. Actually, I'm gonna put it on Patriot. Ian, you just gotta go somewhere. You have joint problems. I'm coming. I'm just gotta do one quick thing. It's like 3 in the morning, so my mom's telling me to go to bed. Which I will in a minute. This can't take so long, right? Okay, this is stuck. Come on, get off of there. There. Okay. I just wanted to put this blanket on Patriot, and then I will just throw it on top. Alright, just gonna slip this over your head. The blankets that are on the horses at my barn that I help at, I try to take them off the horses all the time, and they're all rusted and stuff, and they just don't come off at all. They're just a pain in the booty. The booty. Work with me here. I ain't got all day for this. Okay. Let's put this on Patriot and see how it looks. I love how soft this thing is, too. It's like so stinking soft. It's so... I just love it. It was a Christmas present. It's just so cool. I love it. I love it. Will this fit on your tail or do it? Now I have to undo it. Okay. Okay, this one goes here. I'm gonna actually cross them because it makes it tighter when you do that, and he's a pretty skinny horse, so it actually works better this way. It's harder to do like that, but it pays off in the end. Especially when you're doing it with one hand. I'm surprised I actually got that one done. Yep. Come on. Stop rolling over. Patriot. Don't be a dweeb. Yep. Oh, there we go. Extra points. I did it with my left hand. I'm actually right-handed. I'm just gonna leave the little tail strap alone. There you go. Now you're all nice and warm because it's actually it's actually like 32 degrees out right now. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so yeah, and then I have my little leg wraps. These, oh, by the way, if you see anything in this video that you would like to know how to make, and I will point out if they're homemade or not. This is homemade. This is not homemade. Just, these are homemade as well. These little leg wraps, you cannot use them, but they're just good for decoration. But anyway, anything that you would like to see how to make, just request in the comments a tutorial, and I will do it. I know people have been requesting a tutorial for this saddle right there, but I'm just a busy person, and it takes a while for me to actually get around to it, so I will see your comments. I see all of them. I try to respond to them, but if eventually that tutorial will be out, because I've been planning to make a new Breyer saddle soon anyway, so yeah, whenever I have time to do it, I will do it. promise. I actually tried to film that, but then my battery went dead, and I just wouldn't do it anyway. Ashley's leg wraps that came with her helmet, a rosette. It's just a blanket painted like a rosette, or patterned one. Bayou's blanket, which has a real picture of the real horse. That's not a fake picture. My lead rope for like a classic model. My classic blankets. I have Bandit's blanket, Sassy's blanket, Aspen's blanket, his Stars and Sharps July blanket. Not for this year. This was made last year, 2015. I made that. Cosmic One's blanket. He's just a traditional fall, and he's small. And then my Clydesdale Mare's blanket that my mom was helping me make, but she just won't finish. She forgot about it. My ear bonnet thing. My little splint boots. Leg wraps that go with the pink blanket. And I know they're not leg wraps, but we're just going to call them that for now. And then my bridles. I have my cheaply made suede halter that just fell apart in 2 seconds. The throat latch broke off. I have the Western riding set hot colors, so I have the splint boots that go with it, the saddle pad is right there, and the bell boots are somewhere around my house. I don't know where they are. So yeah, it comes with the breastplate, and then I have the bridle right there. And yeah, my suede halter bridle. Actually, this one's my favorite bridle ever, and if it ever breaks, I'll die because I really love it. It's like one of my it probably is my favorite tack item. My homemade saddle that was made with like a soda can tab. My homemade Western saddle. That was my very first ever homemade Western saddle. And it comes with this little saddle bag that clips on there like that, but right now it's detached and has pockets that you can put stuff in, like carrots or something. That's how I play with it anyway. Cheaply made saddles are not Breyer. My polo stick, polo ball, saddle pads, more saddle pads, and Ashley's saddle pads she came with. And that's basically that. And then my homemade saddle pad under there. And I think that's basically that. And then the only other thing I wanted to show you was this homemade saddle that my dad made out of leather. Has some cool like patterning on it. So if you want to see anything up close, or you want to see any, just see something of mine that is in this video, just put it in the comments below and I will do it. I'm just going to get this blanket out of Patriot. But yeah, if you see something in the comments that you like, and see something in this video that you liked and you want to figure out how to make it yourself, most of the things I showed you in this video are easy to make, and yeah, except for my leather saddle that my dad made. He made that, so I don't exactly know how you make that. So if anything, do not request that, because I will not be able to give you the answer on how to make that, because he made it when I was not watching. Well, I was watching him do it, but first of all, it took him like a few hours to do it, and then it also, like, all his tools and stuff, he keeps them in like certain places, and I don't know where the hey that is. I'll give you a garage tour, and then he'll be like, yeah, I didn't think it'd be like that, so you can just don't do that video I requested, because it seems like it's way too much trouble for you. Okay, there we go. Set my stuff back in there. Leg wraps, peoples.